of a reaction. Fine. This is our today's topic of discussion, order and molecularity of a reaction. Order of a reaction is a experimental value, which means you cannot tell the order of a particular reaction by only see the reaction. Now, we know how to write the rate law of expression. In yesterday lecture, we had discussed. So, order is the sum of the powers of concentration of reagents. Now always remember, it is reagents. Reagent means which includes both reactant as well as product. The sum of the powers of concentration of reagents present in order law of expression. See, suppose I will say this is the general equation in which A is the reactant which is forming B product. If I will say write the order of the reaction and you will say ma'am it is 1. This is wrong because we cannot tell the order of a reaction by only see the chemical equation. It is a experimental data. We have to perform experiments in the laboratory and check the order of a reaction. We cannot tell the order of a reaction by only see the balanced equation. No. Now, order of a reaction. Suppose I am telling you, this is the equation. In one reaction, suppose R is equal to, I am giving you one clue. I am telling you R is equal to K into concentration of A raised to the power X into concentration of B raised to the power Y. This is the clue given to us. This expression is given to us. So what is your order of reaction? It is equal to X plus Y. And this X and Y may or may not be equal to your stoichiometric coefficient. So one thing always remember, it is an experimental data. You cannot tell the order of a reaction by only see the balanced equation. Second, order of a reaction can be 0, can be positive, can be negative, or even can be in fractions. Order of a reaction can be 0, positive, negative, or can be in fractions. Now, it cannot be tell only by see the balanced chemical equation. So what is order of reaction? The sum of the powers of the concentration of reagents. Your rate of reaction can depend on reactant as well as on product. Fine. In rate law expression, your rate of reaction only depends on the concentration of reactant raised to some power equal to its stoichiometry, which may or may not be equal to its stoichiometric coefficients. But in order of reaction, product can also determine the rate of reaction, and it is a experimental data. Fine. Now, if I will ask, this is given to us 2A plus B, it gives us A to B. And I will ask, write the order of the reaction. You cannot write because nothing clue, no clue is given to us. You only see the stoichiometric coefficient and you will write the order 3, which is wrong. Order cannot be predicted by only see the chemical equation. Now, what is order law? Order law, it is not given in NCERT. What is order law? This law states that the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of concentration of reagents. Remember, not reactants. Reagents raised to some power which may or may not be equal to its stoichiometric coefficient. Okay. If I will ask A plus 2B gives you C. If I will ask, write the order of reaction with respect to A. With respect to A, it is 1. With respect to B, it is 2. But if I will ask, write the order of the whole reaction, you cannot tell because it should be experimentally proved. Now, suppose in any general equation, A gives us B. A gives us B. And suppose rate of this reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of A over some power which is N. I don't know what is the order of the reaction. Suppose if N is equal to 0, suppose, so your order is 0. If this rate law expression is given to us, this constant of proportionality can be removed by this constant K. This is your rate constant or velocity constant. This is your rate constant or velocity constant. If suppose in this reaction it is given to us N is 0, it means order is also 0. Or if you see, if suppose the concentration of A is doubled, suppose the concentration of A is doubled and our rate also becomes double. If concentration of A double, R also becomes double. So it means this N should be 1 and it is your first order reaction. If concentration of A is doubled and your rate also becomes double, it means it is your first order reaction. And if the concentration of A,
ma'am,
yes,
ma'am, mean
if A doubles and R is constant, if A doubles and N is 0, and it is your 0 order reaction. If A doubles, R constant, it means it is your 0 order reaction. If A doubles, R also doubles, it is your first order reaction. And if A doubles and R becomes 4 times, it means it is your second order reaction. Okay. So order of this reaction is 2. Fine. Order of a reaction can be 0, can be positive, can be negative, or can be in fraction. You cannot tell the order of reaction by only see the balanced equation. But one thing, there is no relation between order and stoichiometric coefficients of a reaction. Remember, this is very important point. there is no direct relation between order of a reaction and stoichiometric coefficient only when it is given to us. Suppose I am taking this example, A plus 2B gives you C, and it is a simple reaction. Simple reaction, also known as non-complex reaction or single step reaction, or elementary reaction, which means which is taking place in single step. Okay, it is not the complex reaction. In this case, order of a reaction is equal to, only in this case, stoichiometric coefficient of reactants only, not reagents. Remember, this is very important point. As such, there is no relation between order of a reaction and stoichiometric coefficients. Stoichiometric coefficients means which we are writing in front of the molecule, okay, for balancing, either in terms of moles, in terms of number of particles, or in terms of your molecular mass. So, as such, there is no relation between order and stoichiometric coefficients, but for elementary reaction, the stoichiometric coefficient of reactant is equal to the order of reaction. Suppose if I will say this is your elementary reaction. So overall order of this reaction is 3. Overall order. Because its power is 1, it is 2. In rate law expression, because how you will write the rate for this reaction? How you will write the rate for this reaction? It will be K A 1 B power 2. So order will be 1 plus 2, that is 3. But this can be add on when it is the case of elementary reaction, simple reaction, non-complex reaction, or single step reaction. In this case, order of a reaction is equal to the stoichiometric coefficient of reactants, not reagents. Fine? Now,
Ma'am, please explain it again once.
okay, fine. What the statement says that there is no relation between order of a reaction and stoichiometric coefficients. Stoichiometric coefficients are the numbers which is used to represent the amount of reactants, or sometimes the concentration of reactants and products, fine, for balancing the chemical equation. As such, if I will not give this clue and I will ask what is the order, you cannot tell if these things are not given to you. Only I have given this equation to you and I will ask what is the order of this reaction. You cannot tell by only see the balanced equation. But if this clue is given to
ma'am.
Yes, Richa.
Ma'am, how we will get to know that this is a simple reaction only? Other reactions are also.
Now, for simple reaction, stoichiometric coefficient of reactant is equal to the overall order of the reaction, right? The rate of this reaction is equal to velocity constant into concentration of reactant A raised to the power and B raised to some power, which is equal in this case. So overall order of this reaction is 2 plus 1 powers, that is 3. Now is it clear, Sia? Now, SI units, units of velocity constant. Units of velocity or rate constant, which is represented by K. Rate is equal to K into concentration. Concentration of reactant or product. Fine. Now, if it is zero order reaction, in your syllabus, zero, first and second order reaction are there. For zero order reaction, you know the units of rate. Rate is concentration over time. It will be moles per liter per second is equal to what? K. This is also concentration. It is moles per liter. So, but for zero order reaction, this is zero. Anything zero means 1. Fine. So, its unit are moles per liter per second for zero order reaction. And for first order, rate is equal to K into, suppose any concentration, I am taking A, its power 1. So it will be moles per liter per second over moles per liter is equal to K. It will be per second. And similarly, for second order, it is moles liter per second. Per mole, liter per second. If it is in terms of partial pressure, then it will be atmosphere per second. For first order, it is per second. And for second order, it will be per atmosphere per second in case of gaseous molecules. These are the simple units of rate of reaction. Now, we will solve one question on order of reaction. Take out your notebooks with you. The question is, calculate the overall order of a reaction. And in this case, rate, see this clue is given to us. Rate is equal to K, A, 1/2, B, 3/2. It means actually the rate of a reaction depends on these two reactants raised to this power. So order is what? 1/2 plus 3/2. It comes out to be 2. It is second order reaction. Why I have just add this? Because this clue is given to us. This is the rate law expression. Now second part, calculate the overall order of a reaction in which rate is equal to K, A, 3/2 and B, -1. So order will be 3/2 plus -1. It will be how much? Half. So overall order of reaction is half order reaction. Till now, is there any doubt? Please let me know. Or if it is clear, give me thumbs up. Fast. Solve one more question. These all are NCERT questions. Identify these are questions. Identify the reaction order. Okay. You have to calculate the order of reaction from rate constants. And this first part is K is equal to 2.3 into 10 raised to power -3 liter per mole per second. And second is K is equal to 1.0 into 10 raised to power minus 2 per second. How you will tell the order of the reaction? My dear students, no need to solve this question. Only see the units. Per second is for first order. And this liter per mole per second is your second order. Sometime you can have to calculate order by only watching the units of rate constant. Okay. Now, one more question. It is question number 4.3 of your NCERT. Bracket size in-text question it is. You have to calculate the order of the reaction for this particular reaction A plus B. That gives us product P. 4.3 question. The rate law is given by R is equal to K A 1 by 2 and V2. What is the order of the reaction? Anish, please tell me fast.
Ma'am, 1 by 2 plus 2.
Very good. It is 1 by 2 plus 2. Fine. Now, second question. 4.4. 3 by 2 for this reaction. The conversion of X to Y follows second order kinetics. Okay. It means rate is equal to K X power 2. It is given to us in the question. What will be the order of the reaction? Sorry, if the concentration of X is increased to 3 times, how will it affect the rate of formation of Y? My dear students, suppose it is X given to us. I am increasing it to 3 times, 3X. How the product concentration will increase? How much time? It will be how much time? 9 times. I hope it is clear to you. Is there any doubt? Please message me. Okay. Now I hope order of a reaction is clear to you. Now second important topic, molecularity of a reaction. Now remember one thing, molecularity of a reaction. First, I will write its definition. The number of reacting species. The number of reacting species. Now, reacting species. It can be what? In chemistry, it can be either atoms, ions, or molecules. Atoms, ions, or molecules. Fine. The number of reacting species participating in an elementary reaction. Second more point, most important point. Elementary reaction. Only to be elementary, not complex type, which is taking place only in single step. The number of reacting species that can be either atom, ions, or molecules participating in elementary reaction which must collide simultaneously. Which must collide simultaneously to bring out a chemical change is your molecularity. What does it mean? See, the number of reacting species, which means either the atoms, ions, or molecules, which of elementary reaction. Reaction should be elementary, which means it should taking place in single step, which must perfectly collide so that a new chemical compound will form. Okay? Because when, suppose I am taking one molecule, A, it converted into B. This single step reaction, it undergoes very effective collision to produce a chemical reaction, because molecules are colliding with each other and forms the product. If one molecule is colliding and produce the product, if this type of reaction is your unimolecular reaction. And remember, student, this is the theoretical concept. It is a theoretical concept, but order of reaction is your practical concept. You can tell the molecularity of a reaction by only seeing the stoichiometric coefficient of elementary reaction. This term is applicable to only elementary reaction, not to complex reaction. Order of a reaction can be applicable to both complex as well as non-complex reactions. This is your unimolecular reaction. Suppose I am taking ammonium nitride and I am heating it. You will also see this reaction is P block group 15. Heat. Whenever we are heating this thing now, first remove the water molecule. It is 4H and 2O. So first 2H2 remove. Rest thing, what is left? It is N2. This reaction takes place in single step. It is one reactant and it is your unimolecular reaction. It undergoes effective collision to produce the product or new chemical compound. Now, if two molecules are colliding, two species are colliding and producing the product, for example, hydrogen iodide, it decomposes to form hydrogen plus iodine. It is two-step reaction. In this, two molecules are colliding. This undergoes the intermediate formation and it can occur in two steps and form H2 and I2. It is biomolecular reaction. Now, if number of molecules are 3, it can produce the product because molecules have to collide with each other. Here, 3 molecules are colliding. In unimolecular reaction, the collision effective is very more. Collision is more effective. In bimolecular reaction, it is less effective than unimolecular. And in trimolecular, it is not so much effective. But if you increase the number of reacting species, the concept of molecularity is not significant. So remember, molecularity of a reaction should be applicable to elementary reactions. It is a theoretical concept. You can tell the molecularity of a reaction by seeing the equation. Like if I will ask, write the molecularity of this reaction. Suppose its stoichiometric coefficient is 2, its stoichiometric coefficient is 1. So molecularity is 3. And if any reaction is occurring in so many ways, then the rate of reaction is determined by the slow step My dear students, this clue is given to you. So flow step actually determines the rate of chemical reaction. Now last, in conclusion way, I am telling you the difference between order and molecularity of a reaction. First main point of difference is order of a reaction is a practical concept, and element and molecularity of a reaction is a theoretical concept. Order of a reaction can be applicable to elementary as well as complex reaction. But in complex reaction, molecularity has no meaning. It is only applicable for elementary reaction. Second, order of a reaction can be zero, can be negative, can be positive, can be in fractions. But molecularity of a reaction is always positive. It cannot be negative because only if chemical compound is forming, then reactant should be there. No? It cannot be in fractions. We can write half atom is mixing, half atom is decomposing, not, or oxygen is reacting in 0.5 terms. It cannot occur. Only full atom can participate in a chemical reaction. Okay. And for complex reaction, order is given by the slowest step, and molecularity of the slowest step is same as that the order of the overall reaction. That's all about your today's lecture. If you feel any difficulty, then please let me know. Message me.